Hi, Shane Saracen here to talk about the next Daily Drumming Influences Revisited. Originally posted in 2012. Today it's a well-known drummer. It is Max Weinberg. Max Weinberg, for most people, they became aware of Max through the E Street Band, myself included, and Modern Drummer interviews. It was through that I learned the name and went back and realized, oh, I've seen this name before. And one of the albums that I wore out when I was a kid, Bat Out of Hell by Meatloaf, Max Weinberg is playing drums on there. So, of course, the Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, the journey that band took and went to the top of the world, one of the biggest bands ever. Max was a pounding backbeat with that, and it was great drumming. Nothing super fancy, but very powerful. And when that kind of went its separate ways, and the E Street Band was no longer collectively together, and Bruce was doing some different things, Max became the drummer for the Conan O'Brien TV show. And I really enjoyed his drumming on that. And he seemed to take a little bit of a different approach where it probably wasn't as, although he was playing different styles of music, it didn't look like he was pounding as hard, if you want to call it that, physically. And he had loosened up a little bit. And he had some great drumming on there and everything. And of course, it's back with the E Street Band and whatnot. I don't know how old he is, but I know that I'm sure he's put his body through a lot with that kind of touring and that kind of power. But the Conan O'Brien show doesn't exist anymore, but you can find clips of the Max Weinberg 7, I think is what it was called. A great band, great lineup. And of course, his son, we've all heard of, Jay Weinberg, went on to become the drummer for Slipknot for years, and recently, I can't remember what he's in now. There's like a shuffle of bands that everybody changed, but great drummer as well. For me, the Bruce Springsteen thing was my first attention. I guess I would say the Meatloaf part of it too, but I didn't know at the time. But I really, really enjoyed his drumming with the Conan O'Brien TV band. And also his, I don't know if you want to call it dedication or respect that he had for the early rock drumming and the roots of rock, and trying to bring some of that back and get people into that. I think he did a thing with the drummer for the Ventures, and I think maybe some other people. There was I think it was called Let There Be Drums, which I don't want to confuse that because I know there was a Sandy Nelson thing like that, similar to that too. But anyway, a drummer that certainly has had an impact on me, mostly through Bruce Springsteen and the Conan O'Brien show, and it's Bruce. It is Max Weinberg, drummer for the day.